Alright, I'm going to be talking about division. Divided country, divided world, divided states, divided people. But let's go to the beginning. Actually, this is not even the beginning. The beginning started in the Big Bang. That's where the division started. If you believe in science. I necessarily kind of believe in science and I kind of don't believe in everything. I'm a little skeptical. I'm not an astrophysicist. I know a little bit of math. I know physics and all that crap. I know a little bit of chemistry, a little bit of science, human behavior, all that crap. It's like a hobby though. I'm not a professional scientist, not a professional mathematician, just a human that learned a little bit of math, a little bit of science here and there. And I like math. I was always good at math. Still good at math. I cannot see how people can see that it's hard. It's probably one of the easiest subjects in the world. For me, mathematics is so easy. I also have my own mathematical theories, which probably will never ever get published because I don't know. I'm not famous. I'm not a professional. I haven't went to college for it, or I don't know how the hell that works. Alright, we're talking about division. Division is in math. The division started with... There's division in the world. First off, is what I'm trying to get at. There's division in the world. Humans divided against each other. Men versus females. Right wings versus left wings. Communists versus capitalisms. And so many other divisions. But we're gonna start at the beginning. The Big Bang Theory. Now, if I know this correctly, universe was one big old frickin' turd in the sky. I always call the Big Bang Theory the exploding turd theory, because it sounds like a big ass hard turd frickin' exploded in space. That's what it sounds like to me. The exploding turd theory. We were all one turd. We were all one lump of bacteria, slime, and some other crap. Well, that thing, it divided. So boom, it blew up into trillions upon trillions and trillions times trillions of particles. That was where the first war right there. That was the first war of matter. You had this big old turd in space. Said, you know what, I don't like you. I don't like you either. So something happened. Two elements didn't really go good together, and boom, an explosion. That's the Big Bang Theory in a nutshell. At least to me. I'm not sure entirely if that's what the Big Bang Theory is, but billions of years ago, the first war of matter, before there was any life, before life existed, there was a war between matter. Matter couldn't fucking stand matter. Could it be the white matter versus the black matter? The white lives matter and the black lives matter. So there was white and black matter living as gray. Living as a gray turd in space. Well, guess what? There was a division there. Trillions upon trillions of particles blowing up in every single freaking direction 15 billion years ago, and they're still going because there's no resistance in space, so they're still traveling at those speeds. All right, skip to about 15 years. Now you have, 15 billion years, not 15 years. Skip 15 billion years. You have Earth. Humans are starting to form there. A bunch of animals and creatures. I'm sure there was just one bacteria. Or one species. Single species. And that species says, alright, we're going to be worms. We're going to have eyeballs. And then some dude's like, no, I don't want to forget. No, some said, hey, I want to live in the water. The species said, well, I don't want to live in the water all the time. So let's go live in the land. So boom, those fucking species split. And now you have land species and you have water species. So that was the first division of species. Probably there was probably millions before that, but they're all decisions. So one of the bacteria or the things that were starting to evolve said, you know what, we like the sun and we like living on the dry land. Some species like, dude, why would you live in the land when you could live in the water? The water is bigger than the land. You're gonna run out of land, bro. And the land people said, or the land species said, you know what, dude? I could always go back to the water, but if I depend on the water, I won't be able to go back to the land. So they say, you're crazy, dude. That college that you're going to is brainwashing you. Water is where it's at. Water is where fucking life comes from. Why are you gonna go to the land? I'll keep drinking water, bro. I just don't want to be surrounded by it. Alright, so land species and water species split. So time goes on, millions or billions of years, and water species, they do their own thing. Us humans, we're land species. So we're gonna stop talking about the water species because we don't talk to those fuckers anymore. We eat them now. So that's what happened. We evolved more than them and now we eat them. They were wrong because now we have them for dinner. We put them in our sandwiches and it tastes good because when we were bacteria and they wanted to live in the water and they thought they were so hot because they lived in water and water was bigger than land. Well, guess what? Look at us land species now. We eat you for frickin' dinner, not breakfast. I was gonna say breakfast, but who eats fish for breakfast? I don't think anybody does. Alright, so now we're one species on land and one species on water. We're not concerned with water anymore because they already split from us. So now one people said, hey dude, I want to walk on all fours. And some people said, why do you want to walk on all fours? You're going to get your hands dirty. And some dudes like, are you crazy? You could walk on all fours. You get double the speed. If you run, you have two things pushing you. It's simple physics. And some people said, no, I want to freaking walk on 2 feet. and the species were like, are you dumb or what? Like, did you even come out of the same body as my body? Why would you want to walk on 2 feet when you got 4 freaking feet? And so there was another division in species. Ones that wanted to walk on 4 legs, and ones that want to walk on 2 legs. So the divisions keep happening. And now the people that freaking walking on 2 feet are eating those damn stubborn animals that wanted to walk on 4 feet. Because whoever evolves more gets to eat the things that refuse to evolve. It's just human nature. So millions of years pass. Now we're all humans. Now there's divisions amongst humans. Number 1, religion and technology. Science and religion. That's a division. Technology, religious say technology is the devil, yet we fucking use it all the damn time. Scientists say, you know what, technology is the future. And religion is a bunch of crap. There's a division there. Some people want to grow in the world. People want to evolve, and humans are constantly evolving. We do not want to stay religious forever. It was good in the Middle Ages when there was no technology and there was no information, and you want to control mass amount of people with some sort of weird ideology. But now we have technology. Now all the doors are open. Now all the windows are open. Now everybody has access to information all over the world. And not everybody believes the same thing. And we have people studying this crap, and we're realizing, alright, so this is not religious debate right here. I hate getting into religion. But people are evolving, right? So then there's a split. Science and this other thing. Here is the problem. Yeah, we want to evolve, but divisions have come to the point where a human being, one single human being, is divided amongst itself. You got a human race of 7.8 billion. 7.8 billion humans. That's one species. That's one human species. But we used to be other species. But we don't even talk to those guys anymore. We don't talk to cows. We don't talk to frickin' pigs. Maybe some people do. We kept the cats and we kept the dogs. Because we're like, you know what, these dogs, they're not too bad. They made some stupid decisions. They wanted to stay on all fours, but you know what, I have a little bit of sympathy. They wanted to be cute and adorable. That's good, but you could have been a human. And humans are not cute and adorable. Only when they're babies. So, where the hell was I getting out of this? Alright, 7.8 billion people, and we're divided by religion. We're divided by race. We're divided by country. We're divided by political systems. We're also divided by gender and sex, ideology, what you support. Now let me give you one type of group that is divided. One, white people. I was gonna say Mexican because I'm Mexican, but I'm saying white because white is more, there's more white than Mexican in the United States. So we're just gonna use them as an example of how they're divided. Number one, they're divided by color, race, white, and everybody else. Now there's Asians. Well, if we're just strictly talking about color, there's white, black, brown, and Asian is considered yellow. So there's white people. If you're white, you're fourth. You're fourth. But there's actually not that many white people in the world. So we took white as an example. Now you have white people. It's a fourth of the world. If in a perfect world, they're a fourth of the world. But actually white people are a lot smaller than a fourth of the world if you get educated. So we're going to talk about white people and how they're divided. I don't want them to be divided. I don't want the world to be divided. I want the world to grow as one. Human species, 7.8 billion. This is how whites are divided. Number one, you got one big mass of white people. Big old blob.